Hello class, this is my standards project for technology applications course, and so for this project we were asked to pick an accrediting body, and so the one that I chose to do was on the ACBSP, which is new to me, number one because I am outside of a business background, but it's also really neat because it is an accreditation that Tusculum University has just gained. And so just a little bit of background knowledge about who is ACBSP. It stands for the Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs, and it is a global business education accrediting body. And so a couple neat things about it. Number one is it is an international accrediting body, and so that's really neat because I think a couple of the things that we talked about was regional and national. And so part of what my job is as an admissions representative is to work with international students. And so that's been a really neat process. It's a lot of work, but it is really nice to see something that is actually accredited internationally. And so the other thing is that the ACBSP, very easy to get that tongue twisted, offers accreditation all levels, so from the associate's level to the doctorate level. And so to kind of go on about that, if I can get my mouse to work. So right here, like I said, Tusculum University has just gained this accreditation. And so that, again, is a big deal for us. It is something that when our president came in, he said, I told our dean of business this is something I wanted done. So I really got to kind of see, being an intern, get to see a little bit about what the dean of business had to go through in order to do this. So again, it was something that I'm kind of, I guess, have a connection to because I did get to see a little bit of this process. And so actually, as you go onto our website, you can see now Tusculum does offer an associate's, but just an overall an associate's. We don't offer specialized concentration associate's programs. But as you can see on here, it does show our bachelor's in accounting, economics, management, and information technology, and our bachelor's of science in business administration, as well as our MBA is accredited as well. So we got all of our business programs accredited, which was really awesome for us. And so the ACBSP accrediting standards, there were only seven standards, and so that kind of surprised me. If you go look at website or go look at other accrediting bodies like SAC-COC, that was the other one I had considered doing mine on. But if you look at some of those, there are much more than just 7 standards. And so the 7 standards that were on the ACBSP was leadership, strategic planning, student and stakeholder focus, student learning assessment, faculty focus, curriculum, and business unit performance. And so again, these were, and it definitely sums up a lot that goes under accreditation under those 7, but it did kind of surprise me that those were the 7. And so to go actually look at their website, when you go on, I went to the standards right here, and again, here's all 7 of the standards. And so in order to kind of talk about where technology kind of plays a part in here, of course I read through these 7, and there was only a couple that I actually came up with. And so it was a little surprising to me because there are so many programs now that offer masters or MBAs online and just business degrees online. And so it was, and kind of like I said right here, many institutions offer business degrees in online format. Like I said, our MBA is a year-long program and is all online. And so going into that, I thought at least that there would be more standards on dealing with technology. But as I got into it, I really found 2 standards. And so the first one was the curriculum. And so this one says the business unit must have a systematic process to ensure continuous thought I did the same one twice. The business unit must have a systematic process to ensure continuous improvement of curriculum and program delivery. The curriculum must be comprised of appropriate business and professional content to prepare graduates for success. And so the main thing in that I found was continuous improvement of curriculum and program delivery. And so kind of going into that, of course, being an online format would be the program delivery, and keeping up with appropriate business and professional content. So one of the things that I think that really helps the online program be easier to become accredited is because with the internet and with all of our modern technology, it is much easier to stay up to date on the appropriate business techniques, business happenings, and just kind of what is going on in the business world. So again, that was the first one that I found. The second one is the business unit performance. And so the business unit must have a systematic process to identify and track key student performance measures for the purpose of continuous improvement. The business unit must ensure adequate resources and services to support its programs. And so again, with modern technology, with the internet, with just modern day online, you will find it is very, very easy to find adequate, if not exceptional, resources and services to support any program. You can very easily find up-to-date information. And so another thing that I kind of felt that this really touched on technology was the process to identify and track key student performance measures. And so, for instance, D2L. D2L does a great job, and so Tusculum uses the Moodle website. And so what it does is, as we go on in our process, it will check us off, tell us our percentage, tell us where we are at in our progress, and really lays everything out for you. And so I really love the way that it is laid out. And of course, I did not do the MBA program at Tusculum. I actually did my curriculum and instruction master's there. And so again, it was laid out in almost the same manner, where it was kind of told up front, this is the track we had to follow, and as we completed it, it gave us percentages of how we were doing, how we were following on that track, and was identifying our student performance. And so we also used live text that told us kind of where we were at in our performance and improvement. And so that is what I have for this. Again, the ACBSP has been a really key factor for us, and again, it is something that is very neat that I like to kind of touch on, because again, it is international accreditation, and so that's something that is really different. But again, it's also really neat because we actually had an international student here, and we had to go through the process of trying to get the ACBSP to also accredit our MBA to be given in person. We have a lot of international students who would like to go ahead and stay that extra year and get the MBA, because when they go back home, it's almost frowned upon for them not to have an MBA, and that's just kind of the feeling that I've gotten. Like I said, I've gotten a chance to work with a lot of international students, and so again, this has just been it's a really cool accreditation council, and yeah, so hopefully this has been somewhat helpful. Again, there was still a lot to talk about and a lot more to learn about this, and so feel free to check out their website. It is very easy to follow, and again, so are the standards. So thank you all.